And I'm glad for that they who believe that I fit a certain character, so they come to me. I started noticing Mithali when she made that statement about who's your favorite male cricketer. People keep saying as actors you should not, cross that line, you should not talk too much, or she is a woman of very few words, but she chose those right words. Hi, this is Taapsee Pannu and my film Shabbash Mithu is releasing on 15th of July. Please go and watch it, and right now you're watching me on indianexpress.com. Pressure, nervous, not just because it might be the first, but also because it is almost like the first lady of women's cricket in a way. Also because it's a theatrical release after 2 years for me. So the stakes are very high. Also because it's probably the biggest budget film I have held. So there are multiple reasons to feel the pressure and nervousness, and I rightfully am feeling that. Yes, I understood, but it's working both ways now. Obviously, there'll be makers. I'm glad for that they who believe that I fit a certain character, so they come to me, and hence I can pick those. There are films where I'm not the first choice, and after a couple of rejections, they come to me and I grab it and it works, like Haseen Dilruba se. So there are films where the films that I go for, like Sand Ki Aankh. So it is happening in all possible ways, and I'm glad it is, because that means that basically I have the choice and power to choose, and the fact that it comes to me also is kind of a power position, because otherwise why would someone want to come to you to star in a film? Because when I started off a couple of years, nobody wanted to come to me. I had to keep asking for work, right? So I've seen those days. So that is also good power position when people would want you to be a part of a film. See, for me, I started noticing Mithali when she made that statement about who's your favorite male cricketer. That kind of made me take notice of her, and then because of her women's cricket. So I've been guilty of being ignorant about it, and I wanted to use my medium to correct it. From that day onwards, I am her fan. The fact that she had the guts to call it out, being at the kind of pivotal position that she was a captain. Nobody wants to, who people keep saying as actors you should not, cross that line, you should not talk too much, or she is a woman of very few words, but she chose those right words to call it out at that point. So I became a fangirl that time, and since then, whenever I've tracked her journey after that, and I've seen the kind of ceilings that she has shattered, the fact that she got her foot in the door for women's cricket to be put up on the map for India. There are obviously a lot of ignorant people even now, and I hope this film helps them to know a little more. The fact that she is not just one of the greatest women cricketer, the fact that there are certain records of her that put her at par and above a lot of male cricketers as well. So those kind of facts need to be set right, and I'm glad that as a fangirl I get to do that, present that. I think I manifested it in some way after I got to read that interview of hers, and I'm glad, and I actually look forward to her reactions on a lot of things. Like even when the trailer released, and I'm glad she liked it. So I look forward to her, whatever she has to say, because I kind of look up to her. So I am that fangirl who would want to cheer for her, be the first one to cheer for her whenever she crosses a milestone. Who is your favorite actor? I've been answering that since past 12 years. I also still get asked after I sign a film, hero kaun hai? I still get asked those questions, but yeah, so I also have that very exasperated reaction that I presented in the trailer, in the film. But yeah, that's the connect. That is what made her journey a little personal when I read that reaction, because I've been dealing with the same exasperation that she has been, the same question of lack of opportunities, to lack of equality, to why the disparity. You call this country has two religions, cricket and films, and yet it matters to us what is the gender of the one holding the bat or ball or the one who is the hero of the film. It matters. Why? So that means we are men's cricket loving nation or male driven film lovers, not really film lovers or cricket lovers. So these are the questions that we all need to ask us, and I'm glad that it's being raised. At least questions are being raised. You might like it, not like it, say yes or no to it, but people are questioning it now. Yeah, I didn't have an option. I was not, honestly, I was not offered many of those films where I have a hero to piggyback on in the beginning of my career. So I had no other option. And plus, I was coming from South films where I was piggybacking on all my heroes and I did not know any better. I did not even know basics of my job. I learned it while I was at work. And I realized the root cause of all these problems that you face as a female actor is probably that you are very easily replaceable. See, eventually everybody is replaceable. We all are going to walk through it. But the ease with which a female actor is replaced is very different from how directors, producers wait for years for a male actor or, like write scripts for them. So even that changes, I felt things will change. So when I started in Hindi films, I decided not to repeat those mistakes and try to be someone who people would really want to do a certain role, who people would want to walk into the theatre for. Because for the longest time, we were not, my observation was that they don't want to pay me because they feel I don't really bring audience to the theatre. That was a very clear-cut difference. The budget of the film was decided by who the hero is because that's the person who brings you to the theatre. So you are a little more insignificant, irrelevant part of the film. So once you command a certain audience, you will get paid. That's what I learned. So I wanted to start working on it early on here, and hence the kind of films that I chose, and hence no other option than to be the protagonist. It has been a long one I say, because I chose the longer route. I rather didn't have an option to. It has been something that, it has been relentless. Relentless, why I tell you? Because I never felt, even today, I don't feel that I have the liberty to relax. Okay, even if you go wrong, chalega. I don't think I have the liberty to go wrong. I cannot make a bad film. My film might not find badi audience, it might find choti audience, but it has to find an audience. The day I start making bad films, that will be point of no return. I still have that fear. So it's that journey where I feel, yes, I have walked a lot, I have learnt a lot, and I still feel I have a long way to go in terms of doing things. But yeah, I don't have the liberty to enjoy failure or to go through a failure.